Professor Regina. How are you?
So nice to see you again, Dr. Kavitha. How are you today?
I am doing great. Thank you so much. And Professor Regina is from Brazil.
Yes, from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. You know what? I would like to know what made you do this book series. What came up to your mind to get it started? Because it helps so many people with these book reviews and inspirational talks. I would like to know how this idea came to you.
Thank you so much, Professor Regina. That was a nice question. Actually, this book inspirational talk came from Friends Forever series, which I did with my dearest friend Debbie Bruck. It was in 2015, and to inspire her. With She was suffering with stage 4 cancer. To inspire her at that time, the topic has come up where we make a prayer to God, a wish, saying that we have to do every year, and to bless us, to give long health, life, happiness, and whatever we get, we wanted to share it to others. So that was the inspiration, that was the secret behind that Friends Forever series. And after my friend has left the world, she's always with me, and I could see her presence in you and in every most beautiful soul who loves me unconditionally. And also, it is not only that, but who can inspire others. So that made me to do this inspirational book talks to celebrate stage 4 cancer survivors. And thank you so much for being a part of this book inspirational talk, Professor Regina.
Thank you for this great opportunity. Cancer is not easy, but daily, if you manage it with seeds of happiness, you go on another day, and then years go by.
December 9th, and Debbie is here.
2016.
Exactly. I'm forgetting the year. Okay, Debbie. So everything, what you wanted to tell to any homeopaths, or like any homeopath, how to stay together, get connected, and promote homeopathy. What is your inspirational message?
My inspirational message is keep the spice of life. Put the cumin and the peanuts and the chili in, and all the different kinds of people that are in the world that have something to add to the pot, to the soup, and add flavor. And you never know what is going to happen when the people come together. What one person knows and experiences can teach the other person, and the other one has something else. So, hand in hand, we will get better together. And we can do this in many ways today. The best way, as you know, is in person. It's unbelievable the difference there is when you are in the same room, and the energy in the room will become what you put into it and what you bring to it. And the laughter and the tears, right? And the experience of your life. So Kavitha tells me, Debbie, we are here together. I know you have not planned anything. God will put words in your mouth what you need to say.
Exactly. Just speak whatever comes to your mind without any plans, without any preparation. Just
Exactly.
Wonderful
But
message, Debbie.
especially if you're put on the spot. Last, and if we're present, it will be meaningful, and hopefully you will take this with you.
Yes, and I wish next time more homeopaths will come, and we'll have more pleasure. Thank you so much, Debbie.
Om Shanti, Dr. Kavitha. Hello, how are you today?
Hi, Regina, Professor Regina. I'm doing good, and how are you?
Oh, wonderful. I would like to know about your book, Beyond the Limits. Could you please share how you inspire people with such good book, good literature, inspiring literature?
Thank you, Regina. And today I will not talk about my book Beyond the Limits, but I inspired my message is to like young generation or people who are like-minded. Uh, they need some inspiration in life to move forward to face any obstacles in life. But what I'm going to do today is read a small short story from book Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die. And this book is a gift from my dad. So I thought rather than speaking about myself, I would like to speak about Robin Sharma, what he said. So it's a small short story and it is very inspiring. Do you mind reading that for today?
That would be wonderful. Please go ahead.
All right, thank you. And okay, one day, according to an old story, a man with a serious illness was wheeled into a hospital room where another patient was resting on a bed next to the window. As the two became friends, the one next to the window would look out of it and then spend the next few hours delighting his bedridden companion with vivid descriptions of the world outside. Some days he would describe the beauty of the trees in the park across from the hospital and how the leaves danced in the wind. On other days, he would entertain his friend with step by step replays of the things people were doing as they walked by the hospital. However, as time went on, the bedridden man grew frustrated at his inability to observe the wonders his friend described. Eventually, he grew to dislike him and then to hate him intensely. One night, during a particular bad coughing fit, the patient next to the window stopped breathing. Rather than pressing the button for help, the other man chose to do nothing because he hated him. He felt like the other person is enjoying so much the beauty of the world and he is not able to enjoy. The next morning, the patient, who had given his friend so much happiness by recounting the sights outside the window, has pronounced dead and wheeled out of the hospital room. The other man quickly asked that his bed be placed next to the window, a request that was compiled by the attending nurse. But as he looked out the window, he discovered something that made him shake. The window faced a stark brick wall. His former roommate had conjured up the incredible sights that he described in his imagination as a loving gesture to make the world of his friend a little bit better during a difficult time. He had acted out of selfless love. How important is this selfless love? This person did not understand what he is doing for him. This story never fails to create a shift in my own perspective when I think about it. To live happier, more fulfilling lives, when we encounter a difficult circumstance, we must keep shifting our perspective and continually ask ourselves, is there a wiser, more enlightened way of looking at this seemingly negative situation? And Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest physicists ever, is reported to have said that we live on a minor planet of a very average star located within the outer limits of one of 100,000 million galaxies. How's that for a shift in perspective? Given this information, are your troubles really that big? So basically, I will end this here. So, how each person tries to inspire others from their own perspective rather than the other person taking that all that happiness. If they feel envy, if they feel jealous, if they feel, then what they are going to get in life. So I really just, I had read this one, then I felt like there is something thing people, we learn from others so much that what they are undergoing is different, but how well they present to make each and everyone, inspire them to live a happy and better life for them. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Regina. Would you like to say anything?
Yes, specifically when the blind patient saying he was looking outside the window and he saw all the wonders that God placed on earth, and, and the other one didn't know, he wasn't able to see because there was a wall. So it's like what we have every morning. We have a chance to wake up and cry, or we have a chance to enjoy life. So we must embrace and think outside the box, offer our best to the world, help out the needy ones in greater need than us, and cover the ones that are cold, and help with feed the little babies that need nourishment. It's within our grasp. And when we can't reach them, our prayers reach everyone, so we can be in quarantine and still do good by praying and ask God to help each and everyone out there that we know they exist. But this is our chance to be better person. I would like, if possible, that you open your book Beyond the Limits and read a paragraph
Regina,
just to add and finish up, wrap our story, because this is very touching what you said. It even
yes,
brought tears to my eyes.
yes, I
But I
will
would
read it.
like to.
I will read it next time, Regina, because Debbie has did a full interview about my book in 2011. I will definitely share, but not for today. And since I just planned for this only this small piece for today, and definitely we will do the inspiring thing. And so much is there to give back to the society, to the world, in this time. And thank you so much. The moral lesson is like getting inspired and to inspire everyone rather than envying or feeling that they do not have it. We have to, what we have to thank God. We have to grateful grateful to what we have. And thank you so much, Regina. Have a good day. Bye bye. Om
So
Shanti.
nice to talk to you.
Hello everyone. Today, book inspiration talk is with Dr. Rajneesh Kumar, my dearest friend, my brother. So, today's topic is see your troubles as blessings. And again, these inspirational talks are for to inspire the stage 4 cancer survivors, celebrating them, and to provide the moral support. So, and we also have Professor Regina with us. So, Dr. Rajneesh, so just what would you like to say, where, like you to see your troubles as blessings?
Kavitha, thank you for giving me a chance to speak before you. Uh, Actually, troubleshooting and to cope with troubles and to live with troubles and to fight with troubles and to conquer the troubles. This is very difficult but very pleasant task. If you are not having any trouble, there is no pleasure in life. To see the to enjoy the value of travel, you must see both the sides of the coin, pleasure and trouble, pleasure and trouble. If you are always pleasure, you have no sense of trouble. And if you are always traveled, you will seek some pleasure, and you will not enjoy pleasure due to a lot of troubles. And in our life, we have a lot of troubles. 90% troubles, on only 10% pleasure is there. This is universal truth, and we have to live with troubles in more abundance in our life. So we should fight with troubles, we should live with troubles, and we must enjoy our troubles. We must search some way the trouble in which our lives, we should seek some pleasure in our troubles. This is the way of living.
Beautifully said.
If we get fair in coping with the trouble, or with some calamity or some misfortunate, so misfortune, we must try and try and try again, and ultimately we will win, and trouble will be a boon for us. Okay, we have to learn from our troubles. Okay,
Dr. Rajanish, do you mind if I read from the Robin Sharma's book, Who Will Cry When You Die? A short paragraph which we usually do during our inspiration talks. So he says, I often wonder why we as human beings spend so much of our lives focusing on the negative aspects of our most difficult experiences rather than seeing them for what they truly are, our greatest teachers, as you said. You would not have the wisdom and knowledge you now possess were it not for the setbacks you have faced, the mistakes you have made, and the suffering you have endured. Once and for all, come to realize that pain is a teacher and failure is the highway to success. Perfectly said, as you said, Dr. Rajanish. You cannot learn how to play the guitar without hitting a few wrong notes, and you will never learn how to sail if you are not willing to tip the boat over a few times. Begin to see your troubles as blessings, resolve to transform your stumbling blocks into stepping stones, and vow to turn your wounds into wisdom.
great, very true, very true. Failure is the best teacher. That's really true.
Stepping stone for
If you are,
success.
yeah, this is the key to success. Failure is the key to success, which is waiting for us in our future. Today's toil, today's failure, today's trouble, these are the keys, these are the ways to find pleasure, to find the win, to conquer our troubles, and to find our goals. If you are if someone is not toiling hard, there is no chance to get success, or there is no chance to get failure, because he's not doing anything. And only success is not a good teacher. Success is an experience, but failure is a teacher. We must try, we must try. Our goals should be high. We must have high goals, and the higher the goals, there are more the chances of the failure. And you are having small
Pain,
goals,
okay.
you can you can pass on very quickly, and you can win. But goals should be very high. On high goals, the chances of the failure will be more, and the more chances of failure, the great teachers are with us, the more number of teachers are with us, and we are more matured, we are more knowledge persons then. Okay,
Very
this is
well.
my view of this.
Very well said, Dr. Rajnish. And Professor Regina, would you like to say something on this?
Oh, yes, please. I want to count the blessings. Thank you, Lord, for what you have given me and for what you're giving me, for the air, for the bread, for the peace. Thank you for the beauty that my eyes sees on nature, the eyes that can see the sky, the green, the flowers, for my faculty of seeing, for the blinds. I want to pray. Thank you, Lord, for my ears, ears that hear the rain on the roof, the melody of the wind, the pain and the tears all over the globe. Thank you, Lord, for the music of the people, that run down to the square to sing, for the melody of the immortals that we hear once and will never forget. Thank you for my hearing, for the deaf. I say my prayers. Thank you, Lord, for my hands and for the hands that work on the field, the ones that threw seeds on the ground, that gives warmth, for the charity hands, for the solidarity hands, hands that shake hands, and for the poetry, for the surgeries, for the symphony, that we praise thy presence on earth. My first blessing is being born perfect. It doesn't matter where, because life is up on our free will. The second blessings I count is the family that receives us. The third blessing is the good health. The fourth blessing is the intelligence. I could be mentally impaired. And the fifth blessing, the profession, the choices we make. Through homeopathy, we are helping to heal the world through waves of awareness. And the sixth blessing is being fortunate. As Dr. Hajnit just said, we can be unfortunate. And these unfortunate times make us strong for another day, for another beginning, because between the days there are the night. That's time to meditate. Be today better than yesterday, and tomorrow better than today. Don't forget our family throughout the planet, in solidarity, in our prayers of health, of prosperity, of brotherhood. Thank you. Om Shanti.
That was beautiful, Professor
Great,
Regina.
great, great. That's a very nice wordings. Okay. Very
Exactly.
nice.
It was
So
beautiful.
sweet.
And today's talk is dedicated to Dr. Rajneesh and Professor Regina. As usual, you both are so inspiring, and your messages and the work you do for the homeopathy and humanity is really great, and we need to inspire as many people as possible. And no pressure, no diamonds, and pain and gain goes together. So much we have learned, and so counting our blessings, and it is so happy to get associated with all the positive people and sending the positive vibes. Thank you so much for being here, and
Thank
we'll see
you.
you again in our book Inspirational Talks in near future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kavitha. Thank you, Professor Regina. It was a nice time spent with you. Great to see you.
Okay.
Thank you, Kavitha. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today, book inspirational talk. I have with me Dr. Sweta from India. Hi Sweta, and also I have with me Professor Regina from Brazil.
Hello, ma'am. So, positive attitude of a person is appreciated by everyone and everywhere. So, Dr. Kavitha, what is the secret behind your success? I know your beautiful smile. What do you want to say?
Thank you so much, Dr. Sweta. And I would say, as I'm doing the series with Robin Sharma's book, Who Will Cry When You Die? And I would say from his Laugh More. Do you mind if I read the short story or small message? Okay. According to one study, the average 4-year-old laughs 300 times a day, while the average adult laughs about 15 times a day, with all the obligations, stress, and activities that fill our days. We have forgotten how to laugh. Daily laughter has been shown to elevate our moods, promote creativity, and give us more energy. Comedian Steve Matthew reportedly laughs for 5 minutes in front of the mirror every morning to get his creative juices flowing and to start his day on the high note. Try it. It works. Laughter therapy has even been used to cure illness and heal those with serious ailments. As William James, the father of modern psychology, observed, we do not laugh because we are happy. We are happy because we laugh. And a friend of mine, which is Robin, is saying, always known for his wise ways, made in his New Year's resolution, 1 year to laugh more. Every few weeks, he would go to his local video store and rent a Three Stooges movie or buy a new book of humor, which he would then dip into when he had a few free moments during the course of his day. A positive person. Already, he began to notice that he felt even happier and started to laugh even more than before he undertook this personal development initiative. So, being positive attitude and the smile and the laughing is the secret of my success. Can I ask you your secret? Share your secret of success, Sweta.
My secret, yes, of course, smile and laugh. This makes us healthy and energetic all the time. So, Regina ma'am, what do you want to say? What are your views?
Well, the smile is the inner peace that you have, and you smile because you value the life and the karma and the dharma that you are learning to excel and be a better person. And besides taking care of the family, doing something for society. So within our hands and our thoughts, we can promote a healthy environment and homeostasis with the people we get to know through our homeopathy practice. Thank you for this great opportunity. It's wonderful to know about Who Will Cry When You Die from Robin Sharma. And Dr. Kavitha, you are a splendid hallmark for us because your enthusiasm, your generosity is bringing people together on this homeopathy realm helps us make our lives better. Thank you for this opportunity. Learning a lot from you, Dr. Sweeta. Love you.
Same here, ma'am. I learned a lot from both of you. Thank you so much. I'm blessed.
Thank you, Professor Regina. You are an inspiration to all of us. With stage 4 cancer, as we have our motto to provide the moral support with all the inspirational talks. So you are an inspiration for all of us and to many of us with your spirit and love and happiness. We all and make this a big difference. Thank you so much for being with us and see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello everyone. Today for book inspirational talk, we have Dr. Srija and Professor Regina from Brazil. So these book inspirational talks are to inspire stage 4 cancer survivors, celebrate and inspire them. So Dr. Srija, today's topic, we will see how quotes inspire us, change our life. So would you like to speak anything on that?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am, and hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Shrija, and I would like to talk many things. Like almost the book which Kavitha ma'am wrote, it inspired me a lot, and I read all the book, all almost all the book, and I just like the quote which is in the page 36. Be positive, keep hope, and never give up. That's the wonderful quote which like inspired me. almost every time, like Kavitha ma'am, she's positive, and like we should never lose the hope, and we should never give up. I When I'm here in US, I had no hope, and she was the woman. She inspired me a lot, and even I myself got inspired by a quote like by Swami Vivekananda, that you can do anything and everything, believe in that, and never give up. Even the same thing which is written in the book, I just like that quote. And also which is in the page mm, 40 43. If you want to be an example to others, showing your good qualities where one has to own them, and bad qualities where one should desert them, all this has to be in pure, true, and natural way. This was wonderful, ma'am. I just love this. All the good qualities one has to own them, and bad qualities where one should desert them. That was really nice, ma'am. I would that also inspired me a lot. And in day to day life, all the quotes, they give a positive attitude to a person, uh, and it refreshes mind. That I think a lot. And when I read your book, there are lots of positive quotes. And even the other one, you will be appreciated always once you know how to appreciate the others. And always you do that, ma'am. Not only in uh, like a fresher like me, but also many people you inspire by appreciating the other things and their work. I really admire that from you, ma'am. Attitude is everything. Change your attitude, you change your life. That is also whenever like that is perfectly true. Whenever, like, if at all we want to change our attitude, we have to be uh, the first thing, we have to change our own attitude. That's what I liked so much. And other thing, I would like to share my view regarding a quote that like, life is so sweet, simple, and easygoing. So we have to keep on repeating the same thing. Then maybe everything which comes to us comes in a positive way. I think like that. So I keep on repeating. I keep on saying the same thing in the morning when I wake up. Life is so sweet, simple, and easygoing. That's what I think, ma'am.
Peter, thank you so much. That's a
Yeah, yeah.
beautiful
Okay,
quotation.
okay.
Do you
Yeah, yeah.
mind if I read from book talk series, whichever we are doing, Robin Sharma's Who Will Cry When You Die? Is it okay for you, Srija?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Okay.
I would love to.
Srija has mentioned so many things. Thank you, and they are very inspiring. So Robin Sharma says, collect quotes that inspire you. And he says the book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, or any other of his books, you know that I love using quotations from the world's great thinkers. He says a great quote contains a wealth of wisdom in a single line. The value of great quote does lie in the fact that it contains a world of wisdom, wisdom that may have taken the author many years to arrive at, in a line or two. And he also says that keep referring to when you need some instant inspiration, as Dr. Sreja was saying, that she keeps on checking all the quotes whichever she learned, and inspirational advice about how to deal with those curves life sometimes sends our way. Another effective way that he says to use quotes is to paste them in places where I know I will see them throughout the day, such as bathroom mirror commonly or the refrigerator. This simple discipline keeps us focused on what's essential during busy times, positive during trying times, and essential during busy times, and centered on the principles of real success. So, the importance of helping others, the power of our thoughts, and the need for a strong character. So,
Namaskaran. Thank you for this great opportunity. Like the Robin Sharma was saying, and Dr. Srija said, and about Swami Vivekananda's thought that we can always look for the better side and keep on our paths through honesty, hard work, enlightenment. Gandhiji, homeopathy cures a larger percentage of cases than any other form of treatment and is beyond doubt safer and more economical. So, in waves of awareness, homeopathy, this quote says it's blessing, it's efficient, and it's treating with universal love, and it's effective and costs less. So we can use money as energy towards other things and help society heal itself and help the ones in greater need. This is a great opportunity while we are still in the book review, we are meditating and we think, what can we do to improve myself? Be today better than yesterday and tomorrow better than today. So we take the opportunities, meditate on what Dr. Samuel Hahnemann has offered us through homeopathy and what Mahatma Gandhi inspired us in this quote. Robin Sharma says he has hundreds of quotes in his computer of poets, philosophers, thinkers, great leaders, how to deal with adversity. So we can have the power through our thoughts and the need for a strong career and character, I mean. So we can base that on our career, be strong, be sweet as a lotus flower, and search for the light, because like in the Diwali, many blessings to all families, we pursue light, and we are spiritual people living in a material world. So we should learn, study, and offer nothing but our best. Thank you for this great opportunity. Namaskarams.
Thank you so much, Professor Regina, for such a beautiful message and the quotes. It was really inspiring. And Dr. Shrija, would you like to say anything before we wrap?
Yeah, thank you so much, man, for giving this opportunity. And I'm really inspired by the quotes which you have written in the book. And also, I myself read some quotes so that I'll be motivated more, and it may help. It helps many people. So thank you so much.
So thank you so much, Shrija. So whatever she was telling is from this one, Beyond the Limits, a challenge to prove oneself. So,
Yeah.
and the last quote which I would end, I got it. End this is, I am convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitudes by Dr. Charles Swindon. So, with this, we will wrap today's inspiration talk, and we'll see you again in another book inspirational talk celebrating all the stage 4 cancer survivors. Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you.
Shrija, and thank you so much, Professor Regina.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today for book inspirational talk, I have with me Dr. Deepak Sharma and also Professor Regina. And the topic for today is keep your cool.
Hello, Dr. Kavitha. Hello, Professor Regina. Namaskaram. Hope you both are doing well. Many times my patient asks me that, doctor, how you calm yourself during your negative energy. So, friends, when I feel negative energies around me, I left all the work and go to a brisk walk and talk with my friends, talk with my families, and I feel very good and very positive when I talk with my friends, especially my friends. So, what I suggested, whatever you want to do during the negativity, but stay positive and do the things who gives you the positive energy. So I request all of you, so please stay positive and stay calm during the negative energy. If you have nothing to do, then you just go for a deep sleep. Your irritation will be shut off very soon. So please keep calm yourself. Thank you Dr. Kavitha, and thank you Professor Regina.
Thank you so much, Dr. Deepak. That was a very inspiring message and nice tips. So, since we are doing the book talk series of Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die, we will read a short paragraph from this book, Keep Your Cool. So he says, anyone can become angry, that's easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not easy, taught Aristotle. With all the stress and pressure in our lives, it is easy to lose our cool at the slightest irritation. While we are rushing home from work at the end of another exhausting day, we scream at the slow driver in front of us who apparently has all the time in the world. The problem with losing your temper on a daily basis is that it becomes a habit. And like most habits, a time arrives when it becomes second nature. Personal relationships start unraveling, business partnerships begin to fall apart, and your credibility decreases as you become known as a loose cannon. So I think it is always easy to calm ourselves by doing meditation, yoga, and self awareness, trying to understand it is the other person's problem, so we have to calm ourselves and do not blame. So, and I would like to add his Robin's words, few more. Hurtful words unleashed in a single minute of anger have led to a many broken friendship. Words are like arrows. Once released, they are impossible to retrieve. So choose with care. An excellent way to control your temper is simply to count to 100 before you respond to someone who has irritated you. And another strategy to use is what Robin calls as the three gate test. The ancient sages would only speak if the words they were about to utter passed three gates. At the first gate, they asked themselves, are these words truthful? If so, the words could then pass on to the second gate. The second gate, the sages said, are these words necessary? If so, they would then pass on to the third gate, where they would ask, are these words kind? If so, then only they would leave their lips and be sent into the world. Treat people as if they were what they ought to be and help them become what they are capable of being, said the German poet Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. These are wise words to live by. And thank you so much. And Professor Regina, would you like to add more on this, please?
Thank you very much for this great opportunity. I totally understand that we humans, we have reactions to many things, but the silence is even stronger than words. So we must meditate like the three gates. Is it truth? Is it necessary? Will it help society? So this way we meditate and we take a better understanding of the situation, because it's not what goes inside the mouth, but what it comes from the heart towards the environment that can be poisoning. It poisons oneself, poisons the relationship, poisons life itself. And we are here in planet Earth because of God that said yes, that we would be born. So to honor him and show him our gratitude. We must meditate through yoga, as you did, Dr. Kavitha very well said, but also in silence. And do not give this rage, energy, space to grow. Because if we are at peace, nothing will harm us. Because we are on a different energy level than the rage, than the enviness, than all these small vicious feelings that does not put us up. So if we have a chance to go through the three, is it truth? Is it necessary? Is it benefiting society? We will always stay safe and play with a good positive vibe that put us up, and we help society, helping ourselves as well. Namaskarams. Thank you for this great opportunity. It was very enlightening, Dr. Deepak and Dr. Kavitha. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Regina. That was a nice message. And thank you, Dr. Deepak, and we will have more in future. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Today, for book Inspirational Talk, we have Dr. Hiralal Agarwal with me, who speaks about how to cure the monkey mind, and we also have Professor Regina.
Hi, Dr. Kavitha and Professor Regina. Namaskarams from India. Today we'll talk on monkey mind. The topic itself suggests that it's a wavering mind like a monkey which is going from one trunk to another trunk, from one tree to another tree, from this end to that end, just running away. The mind is similar, so which is moving around constantly without any reason, making a big turmoil in the whole system or in the whole human being. So we need to do something to this taming of this monkey mind. There are 80 to 90% of people having this type of monkey mind. There are 7 to 8 people of 8 to 7 to 8 or 9% of people who are having concentrated mind, and only one people are having blessed mind. Blessed minds are who are much more very stable, like the spiritual masters or spiritual gurus. So what we can do for this is simple things that we can follow is mindfulness. That is what, be in the present, think of the present, put your whole passion and joy for the present moment and enjoy your present moment, work for the present moment. Second is by helping others. If you start helping others, you will see that you are at a much more better par and you are able to give something to others which will make you more happy and more better. Third is meditation. That is the only need which is required. Meditation is not that you should sit and chant constantly, but
Thank you so much, Dr. Hira. That was a beautiful, inspiring message. And since we are doing the book talk series of Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die? So let me share today the story, Cure Your Monkey Mind. As you said, here we will see the same thing. The best, he says, the best to get the best from life, you must be completely present and mindful in every minute of every hour of every day. As Albert Campus wrote, real generosity towards the future consists in giving all to what is present. Yet, on most days, our minds are in 10 different places at any one time. Rather than enjoying the walk to work, we wonder what the boss will say to us when we get to the office, or what we will have for lunch, or how our children will do at school today. And by developing present moment awareness and an abundance of mental focus, you will not only feel much calmer in your life, you will also unlock the fulfillment of your mind's potential. When too many distractions compete for your attention, the power of your mind is dissipated in all those different directions rather than concentrated on one point like the rays of a laser beam. The good news is that you can practice becoming more attentive to the present and develop this skill within a relatively short period of time. And he says that technique that focus reading is every time your mind wanders from page into a daydream or a worry, make a check mark in the right hand margin of the page. This simple act will increase your awareness of how poorly you concentrate, and since awareness is the first step to change, help you to build the skills you need for a clearer and quieter mind. And we would like to hear from Professor Regina more
Yes,
on this.
thank you. How to clear monkey mind in times of wellness, in mindfulness, in energy medicine. The mind has a very specific importance on the overall health, holistic health. So when we focus on good things, our stamina, our energy will be positive. But if we lay low and let our vibe goes down, then we want success. We'll be having multiple difficulties with diseases. So if we clear the monkey mind, we let just the good and the best to live within our thoughts, we will respond positively in the world and thanking God for the life opportunity. Thank you. Namaskarams.
That was a beautiful message, Professor Regina. Yes, we need to stay focused, calm, and be present. So that way we can control our mind and do the best. Thank you once again, and see you in the next book inspirational talk. Thank you, Dr. Hiran and Professor Regina. Hello everyone. Today in our book Inspirational Talk, I have Dr. Nupursha with me and also Professor Regina Rianelli. And these inspirational book talks are to celebrate stage 4 cancer survivors, inspiring them that they can lead a healthy and happy life. So let us pick a topic today, get a coach, or how important is having a coach in our life. Dr. Nupur, would you like to say anything on that?
Yes, be getting a coach is really wonderful to have in a life, and we really appreciate them as a part of our life. Like in our this श्लोक गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरु देवो महेश्वरा गुरु साक्षात परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. As this shlok indicates that Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is preserver, and Maheshwara is destroyer. Same as mentor is like to be guru, and this shows that our mentor always create and inbuilt all beautiful talents that is built inbuilt in us. ठीक? They preserve from bad thoughts, bad environment, and they destroy our bad deeds, which really what we say this no
Purify?
yeah, which really matlab, uh, it's just to purify our soul.
Beautiful. That is amazing, Dr. Nupur. Do you mind if I read a short paragraph because we are doing this book talk series from Robin
Yes,
Sharma's
ma'am.
book? Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is from Robin Sharma's Who Will Cry When You Die? And in that he says, get a coach. One of the most effective ways to improve your personal and professional effectiveness and to rise to a new level of excellence is to find a mentor to coach you. Success in business and in life is a connect the dots process. All you need is to find out the habits, disciplines, and strategies that others have used to obtain their results and connect the dots by duplicating their actions, as you said, Dr. Nupur. Once you follow the steps they have taken, in the order they have taken them in, you are bound to get the same results. A personal coach can illuminate your path, encourage you when times get tough, and shave years off your learning curve. Coaching has become one of the most important elements to complete the program of personal and professional excellence. People from all walks of life have recognized this as one of the best ways to create positive changes and lasting results in their lives. And Dr. Nupu, shall we check with Professor Regina her thoughts?
Namaskarams. You know what? A mentor, a coach sets an example, and like a guardian angel, guides us through whatever they have already experienced. Having a guru like Mahavatar Babaji, like Paramahansa Yogananda, and many others, Sri Yukteswar, that's a good example of a coach. We see self-improvements. And when we are like following the light, we get our bearings. So we know where we should go. Like, for instance, working with Dr. Samuel Hahnemans as my personal guru, I get inspired on the materia magica and the organon, and going through the rubrics and all, I gather data for publishing. So we bring the scientific approach to whatever we have experienced, our case studies or materia magica, and then we offer to our peers evidence-based material that our coach has organized for us first. And it's a great opportunity, as Dr. Nupur said, it's enlightenment. It's a breeze of fresh air that are growing towards the light. We follow the footsteps of the enlightened ones. Thank you for this great opportunity. Namaskar.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you, Professor Regina. That was really a wonderful message. And we will wrap. So, Dr. Nupur, would you like to say anything more?
No, thank you. It's like great being a great part of this, and everyone who is elder to me is my mentor. As I learn each and everything from everyone, from even younger also, I learn many things. So even younger also is my mentor and elder may each and everyone. You, Professor ma'am, and everyone in this world is my mentor.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.
So sweet words, Dr. Napur. And this session, as we celebrate Dr. Professor Regina and everyone, so guru and coach or mentor or teacher to enlighten us, mind, body, soul, our personal and professional in all ways, having them trust, they show us the path. So that is a very nice message to everyone and to all of us. Thank you so much again for being with me, and we'll see you again in our next inspirational talk. Thank you, Professor Regina. Thank you, Dr. Nupur. Om Shanti.
Cheers.
Yes. Hello everyone. Today for book inspirational talk I have Dr. Yashika Arora and Professor Regina. And these book inspirational talks are to celebrate stage 4 cancer survivors to inspire them to have a healthy and happy life. Dr. Yashika, uh, enjoy the path, not just the reward. Would you like to share anything on that?
Thank you so much, ma'am. I want to say it's all not the out. It's a wonderful saying, Chris. And I said this that it's like the part we are getting. It's always about the journey. So I personally like to say that on this thing, like if you enjoy the path, what you are doing, like we have a goal in our life, we have a motto, we have an aim, and if we are working for that aim and enjoying along, we are passionate enough for our aim, we are working hard and doing something which will obviously bring us the success, bring us our goal near, and we'll reach to that success. So it's always about the journey. People talk. It's always about the path we have traveled. It's success. Obviously, the people who succeed are being praised, are being known, but then always they are being remembered by the journey they reached from the I would say from the bottom, from the earth. They have started their journey and then they have reached to the top. So that is what actually matters. What happened, what actually they went through, what actually they came across. So as per my if I relate it to my life, so it is always so great, and it was always so good to feel that I am enjoying what I am trying my level best to reach my goal. Like I enjoy writing, I enjoy working, I enjoy working for this betterment of homeopathy, whatever best I can do through any of the things I love. I'm passionate enough to promote my knowledge, to share my knowledge with others. So when I'm enjoying all these things, it's always lovely uh, to uh, to enjoy this path. And then when I'll reach, I hope when I reach once the success and the point where I want to reach, the aim I achieve, then always I would remember this journey only, because this is what would have made me successful. Thank you.
Okay, so that's a nice one, Dr. Yashika. Do you mind if I read from the book which we are doing the book talk series, Robin Sharma, who will share
Of course, ma'am.
story? And he says, enjoy the path, not just the reward. So, why is it so important that you realize your goals? They often answer because getting the things I want will make me happy. While there is an element of truth in this answer, getting the things we want often does bring a measure of joy into our lives. It somehow misses the mark. The real value of setting and achieving goals lies not in the rewards you receive, but in the person you become as a result of reaching your goals. This simple distinction has helped him to enjoy the path of life while at the same time staying focused on meeting my personal and professional objectives, he says. And also, he says, as one of my favorite philosophers, Ralph Waldo Emerson, observed, the reward for a thing well done is to have done it. When you achieve a goal, whether that goal was to be a wiser leader or to become a better parent, you will have grown as a person in the process. Often, you will not be able to detect this growth, but the growth will have occurred. Dr. Yashka, we will also hear from Professor Regina her thoughts.
Ralph Waldo Emerson is a good writer. He inspires me. He says, the only person you're destined to be is who you decide to be. Robin Sharma is talking about the journey. The journey we take the chance to better ourselves, today better than yesterday, and tomorrow better than today. This way, we go long miles. And as we the challenges in life as our better, better, and the way we go into light makes us better people. We inspire others, and we are inspired by great gurus, great masters, great mentors that guides us, and we go in their footsteps. As we go along, we grow as better people, and we embrace not our practice, but the society itself. We feel used. So our challenge make it's a great opportunity of healing, because also from our inner wound, from learning episodes, appreciate the journey. We appreciate the path that makes us better. Thank you for this great opportunity to meditate. Dr. Yash, it's being a blessed being. You bring light to our team. Thank you much for this great smile, for this great knowledge, for the achievements you have reached already. You enjoy the path and the reward, because you have to reach it and get energy and the next and the next throughout eternity. Thanks to you. Love you all unconditionally. Namaskarams.
Thank
That
you
was
so much, ma'am.
very nice message, Professor Regina. We have to enjoy what we are doing, the path we have chosen, and ultimately the reward whichever we are getting is all the result of the path, and we are enjoying and being that as an inspiration to everyone. And any last words?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Beautiful, and we are celebrating Professor Regina all the this with this book Inspirational Talks, and wishing her health and happiness and many blessings to everyone.
Hello everyone. Today, book Inspirational Talk, we have Dr. Girish Gupta with me and with Professor Regina. And these book Inspirational Talks are for cancer stage 4 persons, inspiring them and celebrating them to have a full and happy life. So today's topic is develop talents, and Dr. Girish Gupta is an experienced homeopath and a great personality, down to earth. We will know from him his knowledge on this and his experience. Please share, Dr. Gupta.
Thank you, Dr. Kavitha. Uh, as I told you, you have made this group, KHA group, which is a wonderful group dedicated to classical homeopathy, the true inspiring homeopathy. And why I told you a guideline maker, this there could be not a better word than this, because you are the one who joined, made everybody around the globe join this platform, listening, hearing each other, experiencing each other's experiences. What I wish to tell you, that homeopathy is a wonderful science, but if it is not practiced on the principles it is based on, as enunciated by Master Henneman in Organon of Medicine, we will be lost. Now it is very painful to see that younger generation is very much confused, like we used to be in the past. But it took me 38 years to speak what I am telling my colleagues today. This is due to my persistent uh, adherence to the principles of homeopathy and a desire, a thirst to learn from my seniors, from journals, from webinars, from seminars. That is why I am able to do so much for this science. But my in so many tedious, serious conditions where all other pathies are far behind, including allopathy, where surgery is the only option. It is written in the medical books. We are able to cure. So it doesn't mean these books are wrong. They have got limitations. And with homeopathy, with classical homeopathy only, we can get such results, whatever I am getting. Anybody can get it, but you have to work hard, follow your principles, keep confidence in your master, in the principles of homeopathy, and follow. And more over, I would like to emphasize that please document whatever you are doing based on modern diagnostic gadgets, hormone analysis, ultrasound, MRI, CT scan. Follow your principles. Do not compromise with the principles, but follow scientific line, your practice on scientific line, document the cases, make a database, and then show to the world as to what is your success rate in a particular condition. Only then you can convince your patient and see after you have been able to cure a good number of cases, the pleasure you can derive out of that is not measurable. So my request is to document, to do modern scientific evidence-based practice, to publish if it is possible in journals so that it is shared and your experience goes to the wide majority of homeopathic doctors, and then you are able to convince your patients, your colleagues about homeopathy. With these words, I once again thank you, Dr. Kavitha, Dr. Regina, and KHA for giving me this opportunity to speak a few words in front of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta. Do you mind if I read a paragraph? We are doing Robin Sharma's Who Will Cry When You Die? So as you said, beautiful things about how one can develop the talents. So he says, like Norman Cousins once noted that the tragedy of life is not death, but what we let die inside of us while we live. In a similar vein, Ashley Montego wrote that the deepest personal defeat suffered by human beings is captured by the difference between what one was capable of becoming and what one has in fact become. There is a difference between simply existing and truly living. There is a distinction between simply surviving and really thriving. So, too many people spend more time focusing on their weakness rather than developing their strengths. By concentrating on what they do not have, they neglect the talents what they do have. The greatest people who have gone before us all had a simple strategy that ensured their success. They knew themselves. They made the time to reflect on their core abilities, those special qualities that made them unique, and spent the rest of their lives refining and expanding them. You see, we are all endowed with the capacity for genius. Perhaps you have just not taken the time to discover what your personal gifts are and then honored on them to the level where you are considered brilliant. So that's a wonderful learning to develop the talents. And we would ask Professor Regina also to share her thoughts.
It was wonderful, Dr. Kavitha, to hear Robin Sharma's strengthen your core, strengthen your beliefs, strengthen the opportunities you have and embrace them. Dr. Gupta just mentioned we should follow our masters. And Samuel Hahnemann, the master of homeopathy, he has blessed so many practitioners with the similimum, simila curantur. So the similar dose into one's reality. And he was also explaining me that it's in your mind, that it can switch things into homeostasis. It's a self-improvement that you must go towards the health that's possible within reach, and follow these footsteps of our great masters, and also Dr. Gupta's suggestion that we have the scientific base documentation on every case. We will develop a solid inner self, and this opportunity in this life, it's a chance to make us today better than yesterday and tomorrow better than today. And I think we all should embrace the opportunities of being truthful, honest, family oriented, and study and share what we have accomplished, like Dr. Gupta is doing so nicely in his books and in his case studies. It's been a bless being able to be with you. I learned from you, Dr. Gupta. Namaskaram. Thank you. Dr. Kavitha, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much,
Namaste.
Professor Regina and Dr. Gupta. We had a nice discussion inspiring the people celebrating the stage 4 cancer with more life, more inspiration in their lives, and developing the talents, documentation, and being with family and being with positive people. So, and we will see you again in another inspirational book talk. And thank you for sharing this knowledge, Dr. Gupta and Professor Regina. See you all again. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Namaste. Namaste.
Hello everyone. Today for our inspirational book talk we have Dr. Pawan Parekh and also Professor Regina with us. And these inspirational book talks are to celebrate stage 4 cancer survivors, to inspire them with these talks, the health and happiness they can enhance. So, Dr. Pawan, how about we discuss today the topic take more risks? Do you have anything on that to share?
Yes, it's a very good topic. And when I started my clinical practice in the year 1993, and I saw and felt that there was a common feeling, general thinking among the common people that homeopathy is for simple diseases like cold, cough, and fever. On that very day, right from the beginning of my clinical practice, I decided that I will try to treat the difficult, challenging, severe, surrendered cases through homeopathy. And you people used to say that homeopathy, I tried homeopathy and homeopathy failed. When I used to go into in the conferences, they said we gave that homeopathic medicine, this and that homeopathic medicine, and it failed. But I was not at all satisfied with their answers, and I used to keep all these things in my mind. And I was trying that when this type of cases comes to me, I will fight till the end. And my approach was that they used to say that homeopathy failed, but my thinking was that the homeopathy never fails, it's a homeopath fails. So if you keep on. And there is a proverb, as you said, the more you take risk, there is a proverb in economics, the more you take risk, the more you gain. And now you see, I applied this proverb through the organ of medicine. Then the question is how you take risk. The important thing is how to take risk. How you can take risk. You can, only two people can take risk. One who doesn't know anything, they can take risk. And the another person is that who knows something, he can only take risk. So to take risk, you must have confidence. Once again, the question arises, how to develop confidence? How to develop confidence in a homeopath? As we are a homeopath, so we are talking about how to develop confidence in the homeopathic practice, how to develop confidence into a homeopath. There are 3 points necessary for that. Number one, the knowledge of the disease. The knowledge of the disease gives us the diagnosis of the disease. Number 2 point is knowledge of materia medica. Knowledge of materia medica tells us what to treat in a patient. And number 3 is knowledge of organ of medicine, which tells us how to treat the patient. So if you have a very good command over the knowledge of the disease, if you have a very good command over the knowledge of the materia medica, if you have a very good command over the practical application of the organ of medicine, I can say with confidence that you take a risk in every case, you will be a winner. So, but as we all know, there is no shortcut to success. Hard work is the only step to get success in the practice, in the clinical practice, or in whatever branch or whatever department you are dealing with. And now I can say that I'm practicing for the last 28 years and I'm seeing over 125 to 150 cases every day. And I don't feel tired when I get back to my home, because nowadays, after 25 or 26 years, I'm enjoying homeopathy. When the difficult cases comes, I feel more energetic because I have treated those type of cases. I love treating them. My approach is you name the disease and I have the solution to that. So this is what I want to say.
That's a beautiful message, Dr. Pavan. And do you mind if I read this book, because we are doing the book talk series of Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die? Your message is really excellent, and I just correlate that with this book. Take more risks, he says. So he is saying that I will make you this promise on your deathbed in the twilight of your life. It will not be all the risk you took that you will regret the most. Rather, what will fill your heart with the greatest amount of regret and sadness will be all those risks that you did not take, as you are saying, all those opportunities you did not seize, and all those fears you did not face. Remember that on the other side of fear lies the freedom, and stay focused on the timeless success principle that says life is nothing more than a game of numbers. The more risk you take, the more rewards you will receive. Or, in the words of Sophocles, fortune is not on the side of faint hearted. To live your life to the fullest, start taking more risks and doing the things you fear. Get good at being uncomfortable and stop walking the path of least resistance. As you said, Dr. Pavan, the success you have made until this stage with all by taking all the risks. And as in my, he's saying, wise mother says, you cannot get to the third base with one foot on second. And the real secret of a life of abundance is stop spending your days searching for security and to start spending your time pursuing opportunity. Sure, you will meet with your share of failures if you start living more deliberately and passionately. But failure is nothing more than learning how to win. So he says, as my dad observed one day, Robin, it's risky out on a limb, but there's where all the fruit is. And that's a nice message. And Dr. Pavan, shall we hear from Professor Regina her thoughts?
Yeah, most welcome.
Thank you. You know, in ancient China, they say crisis equals opportunity. So
Yeah,
each
right.
time we reach to the twilight zone of, for instance, stage 4 cancer,
Hmm.
that every day, for instance, my oncologist gave me 4 months life expectancy on 17th of July on year 2008. If I believed him, I would be dead 11 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you reach the crisis, there is an opportunity of wanting to live, wanting a better life, wanting to do everything within reach. And when the hands can touch, the prayers, the good thoughts will support you, will lead you to another day, and on and on and on, while you are helping society through materia médica, through being wise and telling the precise words the client needs to hear. Some people, they even heal when they speak. And then we have so much going on for us as healers because we help the other people and we have the chance of being present on their family lives, because when we heal one, we heal five. There is the mother, the father, the godmother, and the godfather minimum. If there are offsprings, even more. So if you're treating one people, every time you treat five, you give the opportunity of positive vibes for the oncoming. And the precise medication will lead to success. That's very true, Dr. Pavan. You just said it's not bad homeopathy, it's bad practitioner that doesn't know the materia medica enough. So if you
Correct.
do go for the footsteps, so we give our best, we work with the client along and tell them everything will be all right. And this gives a positive input in the mind that the client gives us trust.
Correct.
And we are dealing with very powerful energy. We are helping people move on with their lives as long as we do with ours and our family and our profession. But we are being human beings. We have empathy. We have, we can hear what they are crying out for help. And that gives me going. Thank you for this great opportunity, Dr. Pavan and Dr. Kavitha. It's great
Thank you.
to count the
Uh,
blessings.
Positive energy, when it talks positively, enthusiastically with the patient, it boosts immunity, it gives it changes the blood chemistry of the patient, and it helps in the treatment as well as in the improvement of the patient too.
Wonderful message, Dr.
Cheers.
Pavan. That was so nice. And Professor Regina too. So taking more risks and creating that the success which we made and sharing it. So this session is celebrated to Professor Regina, inspiring her, sending her lots of love, blessings, and we'll see you again at more book inspirational talks, bringing inspiration to everyone. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today book inspirational talk, I have with me Jan and also Professor Regina. So today book talk is on the inspiration, and we do inspirational book talks to inspire and celebrate stage 4 cancer survivors. So welcome Jan to our book talk series. How are
Thank you
you
so
today?
much. I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me. How
And
are
would you
you?
like to thank you, Jan? And would you like to say anything how inspiration plays a role in one's life and in general?
I think that inspiration is something that is, yes, in one's life is very important. I think it's a constant infusion of good medicine. I think it brings joy, and I think that it spreads like, sun, the rays, and it hits your environment and everyone in it. And when you're inspired, things change and they turn. And but I think it is just a source of joy that's directed and comes out in whatever ways that are inspired, and definitely spreads to all those around. And that, to me, when there's joy, cells are happy, there's healing, there's just life, spark of life.
That is beautiful, Jan. Do you mind if I read a short paragraph from Robin Sharma's book? We are doing the book talk series, and Who Will Cry When You Die? Okay, so and the chapter is remember genius is 99% inspiration. So the celebrated inventor Thomas Edison is well known for his statement, genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. While I believe that hard work is essential to a life of real success and fulfillment, I think that being filled with a deep sense of inspiration and commitment to making a difference in the world is an even more important attribute. So here it says, all of the great geniuses of the world were inspired and driven by their desire to enrich the lives of others. Edison was inspired to manifest the visions he saw on the picture screen of his imagination into reality. Jonas Salk, who discovered the polio vaccine, was inspired to help others from suffering from this dreaded affliction. And Marie Curie, the great Nobel Prize winner scientist, was inspired to serve humanity through her discovery of radium. As Woodrow Wilson said, you are not here to merely make a living, you are here in order to enable the world to live more amply with greater vision and a finer spirit of hope and achievement. You are here to enrich the world, and you impoverish yourself if you forget the errand. How inspired are you in your own life? Do you jump out of bed on Monday mornings, or do you simply lie there with a sense of emptiness flooding through your body? Okay, now I will ask Professor Regina to share her thoughts on the inspiration.
Namaskaram. Thank you for this great opportunity. You know what? Robin Sharma's specific today's topic, I recall Samuel Hahnemann's when he was offering his medications to his friends, and he went in a chariot going down the road, and that created the Sukushan method. So he learned that the ones that were further away from him got closer to homeostasis than the other ones that didn't have this shaking of the wagon. So everything is for a reason. Like when the people pick up the stone of a diamond, it needs cuts, drastically cuts, to the light come within and then give that beautiful shape that we all love, that are forever. Diamonds are forever. So as our personal experiences, life is not a sea of gentle waves. We have rough time too. And these make us better in self-improvement. Be today better than yesterday, and tomorrow better than today from what we learn. I will be a better person today because I learned Ian's webinar on Qigong medication. And that's already making effects on myself because my brain told me this is good for me, and it starts to heal. And we have to take the opportunities life offers us to be a better person of ourselves. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Professor Regina. It was wonderful. And the Reiki which you have presented, it was a beautiful, which got us inspired and healed. And as Jan's quick on sound remedies, it's a beautiful way of getting benefited. And you are an inspiration to all of us. And thank you. Anything you want to say, Jan, before we end?
Thank you. Thank you as well. Thank you so much. And yes, with what's said, I will take that and definitely be inspired today and beyond. Yes.
Wonderful. See you all again at another book talk session.
Yes.
Hello everyone. Today for book inspirational talk, I have Dr. Narasimha from India and Professor Regina from Brazil. And these book inspirational talks are for stage 4 cancer survivors, celebrating them and inspiring them. So I got a topic for today: see your day as your life. So, Dr. Narasimha, would you like to speak a few words on that?
Namaskaram. This is Dr. J. Narasimharam from India. Thank you for both of you, Dr. Kavitha and Kukunur and Professor Regina, Madam, for this inspirational talk. Thank you for inviting me. Each day has a blessing in our lives. We can do more and more better in a better way and in a beautiful and in a harmonious way in their existence with the knowledge obtained from our enlightened gurus. I humbly pray and bow my head before my gurus to spread peace and harmony in our lives. Finally, the physician's high and only mission is to restore the sick to health, to cure, as it is termed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for KHA members. And I am an ancient in those star between the stars of the sky. I am an very ancient between them. We were very much inspired by them. And
You mind, Narasimha, if I read this book from Robin Sharma's Who Will Cry When You Die?
Oh, okay. Okay, but please. Thank you.
And the days come and go like muffled and veiled figures sent from a distant, friendly party, but they say nothing. And if we do not use the gifts they bring, they carry them as silently away. Absurd Emerson. Every day counts and contributes to the quality of the end result. The past is gone, the future is but a figment. So this day is really all you can own. Invest it wisely. Your life, this is from Robin Sharma, who says, "Who will cry when you die?" And it's a beautiful book.
Oh,
And he says, "Your life is not a
oh,
dress rehearsal. Lost opportunities rarely come again. Today, vote to increase your
mm,
passion for living and multiply the commitment you will bring to each of the days that will follow this one." Many people think that it takes months and years to change your life. You change your life the second you make a decision from the depths of your heart to be a better, more dedicated human being. What takes the months and years are the efforts you must apply to maintain that decision. And the best life change decision you will ever make is the one to live every moment of your days to the fullest. As golf legend Ben Hogan said, as you walk down the way of life, you must smell the roses, for you only get to play one round. And with this,
oh.
I would say, uh, Professor Regina, would you like to add more or you?
Uh,
Namaskaram. You know what?
Namaskar, Namaskar, madam.
Uh,
Please, please.
Robin Sharma says, if it's going to be, it's up to me. So you can make excuses or we can make progress. We cannot do both. We have to take a chance and
Yes.
be our better version each day. Today better
Okay.
than yesterday, and
Yes.
tomorrow better than today, because life is not a rehearsal. We are here to do everything within our grasps to be a better version of ourselves. And when the hands can't touch, we always can send prayers and positive thoughts towards the client, the person in greater needs. And you know what? There's something I have been working my whole life with homeless people, my whole homeopathy life with homeless people. And when I go to the college to teach on the streets, there are people that I see under the bridges and on cardboard laying there on paper or journals or newspapers. They are laying there. But I couldn't stop because I would get late to my job. So what I did on the car trip, I said prayers. I asked God to send someone with a hot soup. And at all times, I checked on the way back if the homeless was fed, because they leave the little tray on the ground, and then they go away for their needs. But at all times, at where I saw these homeless people, I found some tray of someone that came over and offered them food. So I couldn't do with my hands, but I know my thoughts and will to help those in greater needs. God works mysterious ways, but the ending, I mean, the dream that I strongly have towards feeding that specific person, it was done, not through my hands, but someone else's. And at all times, if we don't show up, someone else will take our place and do what is needed to do to help society. So right now, Dr. Kavitha, you are getting people together for case studies, for materia médica. And when we are together, we are one. And we help like-minded people think better.
Yes.
And everyone can give something. There isn't anyone on planet Earth that does not need anything. We need a hug, we need love, we need companionship. And if we can't be present, we can express love and gratitude. And that's the footsteps of enlightenment. We all follow the gurus, the enlightened souls that reached the enlightenment before us. But we will do that someday. But it's up to us to be our best version every time.
Beautiful. So Dr. Nasima is saying that as a practitioner, by as himself, he is seeing his day as healing the with the therapist to the clients, making them heal and cured, and that itself is his way of future enlightening the life. And he says that that has to be done by every person. Whatever they are doing, they have to do it passionately and think that how it inspires and change brings change in the world. Thank you so much, Dr. Nasima and Professor Regina, by for being here with us, and we will look forward for more inspirational talks in future. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Cheers to you.
Hello everyone. Today for book inspirational talk, I have Dr. Poonam Shablani with me and also Professor Regina. So these inspirational book talks are to celebrate stage 4 cancer survivors, inspire them. And Dr. Poonam, would you like to say a few things about why we care temples? What is the importance and how it can inspire others?
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Temple, as you all know, temple is a building meant strictly for the religious, spiritual, and auspicious purpose. It is a rich Hindu culture and tradition to visit a temple to perform pujas and get blessings from divine, apply tilak on the forehead, that is the intuition point, and offer coconut, fruits, sweets to the god. Mentally, it makes you feel better, calm, peaceful, relaxed with the chanting of mantras in the background. Temple is a great place that has positive energy that enters our body through our feet, so we have to remove our shoes before entering. Positive energy is absorbed through five senses in the human body, that is sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. Sight. It sight senses is activated by lighting camphor in front of idol. Hearing sense is activated by ringing temple bell. Touch is activated by putting hands over the camphor flames. Taste is activated by drinking tirtham, that is the tulsi water. That is tulsi water is it is stored in 8 hours in the copper vessel, and it has capacity to treat all three doshas in the body. That is a vata, pitta, kapha, and it charges water also. Other thing is the smell. It is the smell is by we can the smell sense is activated by offering flowers to the god. Rose petals, jasmine, marigold flowers are offered. The fragrance of the flowers, camphor, incense sticks, all together gives calmness to the mind. Also, the place of worship is said to be pleased if your senses are pleased. This sacred place hums with activity during the festival season, like festivals are coming right now also. If we visit temple when it is decorated with glittering light and flowers and other decorative things, we derive great mental satisfaction and solace. Thank you.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful message, Dr. Poonam. Do you mind if I read from this, because we are doing the book talk series with Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die? And when you
Please
said
go
about
ahead.
temples, I saw the page, Care for the Temples. So he says, a few months ago, I had lunch with a colleague in the speaking profession. As we discussed the things we did in our lives to stay focused, balanced, at our peak amid the demands of our busy schedules, he made a powerful point. Robin, he said, many people regularly go to a church or temple to stay grounded on and centered. I'm a little different. I go to the gym. That is my temple. He added that no matter how busy he is, at 5:30 p.m. he closes his office and makes the daily pilgrimage to his gym to run a few miles on the treadmill. And he says, my friend's observation made me think of a saying of the ancient Romans that I quoted in my first book. He says, mega living, and which is in Latin. It says, like, in a sound body, rest a sound mind. It also made me realize that our bodies need to be treated like temples, as you said, Dr. Poonam, and considered sacred. If we hope to live life fully and completely, regular exercise will not only improve your health, it will help you think more clearly, boost creativity, and manage the relentless stress that seems to dominate in our days. And one study of 18,000 Harvard alumni found that every hour spent on exercise added 3 hours to the participant lives. Few investments will yield a better return than time spent on physical fitness. And remember, those who do not make time for exercise must eventually make time for illness. So, the act of caring for my physical temple reminds me that life's greatest pleasures are often life's simplest ones. Thank you so much. And Dr. Poonam, shall we hear from Professor Regina, please?
Yes.
Namaskarams. Thank you so much for this great opportunity. Talking about temple, I think of the inner temple of ourselves, that we have this great opportunity of being today better than yesterday and tomorrow better than today. So make improvements. Of course, we have the petals of the flowers, we have the incense that give protection to our environment and bless our homes and our sacred temples, but we have to make the better choices. So we value and we offer to God being grateful for the life experience He is offering us. And on planet Earth, on Mother Gaia, because within reach, we can change the world. If we change one person, it's good enough. But the more we share, we empower other people and they understand the blessings that we are all having time in this life to learn and to share. But when our hands does not reach, our prayers do reach and make it a great waves of awareness movement where homeopathy, it's a blast that comes from Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, and good thoughts and better choices are our footsteps towards light. Thank you for this great opportunity on meditating on Robin Sharma, who will come. Sharma says, commit yourself to managing your time more effectively. Develop a keen sense of awareness about how important your time really is. So we offer our best, but if we don't get anything back, that's okay. We're doing God's work on planet Earth. We are being God's hand in the planet. So we should offer truth, being honest, and offer nothing but our best. I, I appreciate your time and your unconditional attention. Many blessings. Namaskar.
Thank you, Professor Rajna. That was a beautiful message from Dr. Poonam. And yes, even for me, I consider like doing prayer in the morning and evening is very important. That makes me grounded and gives strength to do more and inspire more, gives the positive energy which we can read it. When people come to us, when we give the positive energy, that radiates and brings them health. And as a Reiki, which Dr. Poonam has, you and Professor Regina are doing, so that is wonderful. And much for being with us.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Today I have with me Dr. Nikhil Kamli from India with in regards to the book Inspirational Talk, and we also have Professor Regina from Brazil. So, Dr. Nikhil, what you wanted to say in regards to self-improvement?
Um, One of the things that we learn as humans is how to progress in our lives. So one of the things that motivates us to progress, and so as we proceed ahead, we have to keep on improving ourselves with regards to our health, with regards to our life plan. It's about continuously learning new things. So it is a journey. It is a journey of us as human beings, our thought processes, as to some extent and a lot of extent, our spiritual thoughts, and that's how we progress. And for that, we have to keep on continuously learning new things, rejecting the old patterns, rejecting the old thought processes, and we have to proceed ahead. So I guess every day we should ideally try to improve ourselves.
Very nice. And Professor Regina, would you like to say anything in addition to Dr. Nikhil said?
Absolutely. In this Bhagavad Gita, it was printed by Madras in Malapur in year 1939. I have learned from the Gita, which was the book from Gandhiji, Mohandas Karashangan Gandhiji, and also at his bed desk. And I learned 7 lessons. It's not for victimizing your oneself. We must be responsible. And the pain that comes with karma, it's a vehicle of our own consciousness, so we can step up, be a better person. Second thing, something that never became, never will be. Because if you're, for instance, you lost your job, the husband left you, a friend pulled away, it was not meant to be with you at all times. What matters is eternal. It's quite impactant because God created us and is taking care of our lives. So what's not good for us, he takes away gently and smoothly out of our path. Another thing I learned from the Bhagavad Gita, what is real and is how we handle things. Everything else is Maya, it's illusion. So we must do within our reach all good things, and beyond our reach, we know all our thoughts, our prayers, they are heard. So we can know for sure that all the good will happen in God's time. I was born on 7 months, so I want everything for yesterday. I'm always in a rush, but I learned to deal with God's wheels. And I learned to be patient. I learned to be at peace. Something else I learned from the Bhagavad Gita: watch our thoughts. Life is in a constant movement. It can add or subtract the results in our evolution. But once we reach the knowledge, we achieve the Dharma, we can progress. As Dr. Nikhil just said, Lord Krishna said, inactivity does not take to perfection. Yes, of course, we must train, practice, study, and do all the self-improvements within our grasps so we can be a better version of ourselves. Today better than yesterday, and tomorrow better than today. The sixth lesson I learned is the decision that be better is always ours. It's not about the circumstances. It's us through our free will that choose the knob and open the door. And the last thing I learned from the Bhagavad Gita is that all battles are won. Nature does not fail. We decide when and where to reach there, because the victory is part of who we are. God made us perfect, and we must improve ourselves to reach that perfection He expects patiently from us. Thank you ever so much for your time and your precious attention and undivided attention.
Thank you
Love
so
you.
much, Regina. It was a wonderful, nice message from Bhagavad Gita. And again, these inspirational talks, book inspirational talks are for to inspire and provide moral support to stage 4 cancers or any persons with terminal illness. We wanted to give them, inspire them with a hope that they will be fine, and so much to learn from the world. And as far as the self-improvement or being the positive attitude and whatever you have mentioned, that what happens to us might be less, but the way how we react, it all depends. And with the hope and our thoughts make big difference in who we are and what we are. That was nice. And Dr. Nikhil, you want to wrap up anything before we end this one?
One of the core things of Bhagavad Gita is about recognition of oneself, of who we are, and how our actions our actions are the only things we have with ourselves, because the rest is not up to us. One of the things that is most important of Bhagavad Gita speaks about non-attachment to things, to our actions. Most of the time we say that we did this, we did that, we did this, but in return we got only XYZ, or we got only this kind of behavior from other people. But what happens in real life, that it is already decided, it is already what is there in us is how to act the next time. It's about attachment. It means it speaks about attachment, especially to the emotions and to the events. That keeps us bound, that keeps us engaged, that keeps us in this circle of life, or you can call it the circle of birth and rebirth again and again. And it's only when we break free and when we recognize of who we are, and that is the time when we start making a spiritual progress. So the idea is from breaking free ourselves from one cycle onto the next. So one of the core principles of Bhagavad Gita will always remain of attachment, and how to disengage ourselves from this world of Maya or illusion.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Dr. Nikhil. Exactly, that's true. We have to be unattached without any expectation And I always use the word unconditional friendship, unconditional love. That way we will be free from things and no expectation, no pain, no suffering. Pain and suffering comes only when there is attachment and expectation. Thank you all for being here and see you all again next time. Until then, stay healthy and happy. With me from India, and we also have Professor Regina. And this book, Inspirational Talks, are to inspire and celebrate stage 4 cancer. So today's topic, Dr. Kavitha, how do you look at the higher meaning of our work and how it inspires? Do you have anything to share on that?
Thank you very much, ma'am. What I personally believe is that the higher meaning of the work is something which is absolutely immaterial, something which we carry to our next lives, and that is what I can say in one word is blessing. Whatever we do here, our purpose should be to get blessings of the people out of the love what we share, out of the compassion with the work whatever we do, because it is the truth of the world that when the person takes the birth on this earth, the first cloth he wears has no pocket into it, and the last cloth what he wears has no pocket into it. So we are beggars in this world. The purpose or the manner of begging from person to person differs. One person begs sitting in an AC room in a huge office. Person is begging on the roadside. So ultimately, we all are dependent on one another. But as Einstein has said, whole planet is made up of only two things: substance and energy. Substance and energy. So the higher purpose of the work should be to get that divine energy, getting from somebody from which is the source of God on us, which we carry to the next lives, and in a way which can enlighten our soul. Because the way the spring travels becomes a river and meets the ocean, our soul is on a journey changing the clothes, changing the lives life by life, and meeting to the eternal divine. So the higher purpose of the work, according to me, it is to get the blessings. And blessings, it can only come if you work selflessly out of whatever you are doing. That's all I can tell you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kritik. That was a beautiful message. And since we are doing the book talk series of Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die? So I would like to read just a small paragraph. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So he says, look for the higher meaning of your work. And there he says, one of my favorite magazines is Fast Company. It provides a refreshingly human look at the new world of work. In a recent issue, Xerox Park Guru John Seeley Brown said something that really made me think. The job of leadership today is not just to make money, it is to make meaning. And in the olden days, most of us were content to have a job that simply paid the bills. But now we crave so much more in our work. We want fulfillment, creative challenge, growth, joy, and a sense that we are living for something more than ourselves. In a word, we seek meaning. So one of the best ways to find the higher meaning in the work you do is to use the technique of creative questioning to become aware of the impact your work has on the world around you. So few things energize the human spirit more than the desire to make a difference in the lives of others. And this has been done by concentrating on the value your work adds and the contribution you make. You will see quantum improvements in your satisfaction and motivation levels. Mahatma Gandhi knew this, Nelson Mandela knew this, and Mother Teresa knew this. This simple shift of mind I'm encouraging, he says, you to make can bring a whole new sense of enjoyment to your life. And with this, I would like Professor to add her thoughts, please.
Namaskarams, many blessings to the universe. As Dr. Kurtik just said, blessings is all we have to offer because we are God's present to this planet. So we must, in every action, put our best, our heart chakra, and every action through homeopathy. We help heal the world in waves of awareness, being today better than yesterday and tomorrow better than today. Money is an energy thing. It comes to us, we spend, and then it comes again. But we're doing on planet Earth to help society and ourselves. We are doing to God. So we are God's hands on planet Earth. So we must have ethics, work from the heart, and study hard. Nothing comes easy, but we are saying, thank you, God, for the life you give me this once, for the previous lives, and for the future lives that this soul will inhabit throughout ages and timeless. We will leave our footsteps of brotherhood, of charity, of goodwill, and of helping one another, like we're making a carpet, sewing and building and making knots of friendship, of truthfulness, and of our personal beliefs that are better. Thank you for this great opportunity. Namaskarams.
Thank you, Professor Regina. That was a beautiful message, and it really inspires everyone. Whatever we do, it needs to have a higher meaning, and that can help society. And when we do selflessly to the society and with God's grace, we are always protected and we shine. And our work is blessed by many people, and it will inspire many lives. So thank you so much, Dr. Kritik and Dr. Professor Regina, for having today on this inspirational talk, and we will have more in future. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Shanti.
Thank you. Om Shanti. Namaskar.
Hello everyone. Today for book inspirational talk, I have Dr. Deepa with me and Professor Regina. So these inspirational talks are to inspire and celebrate stage 4 cancer survivors. Dr. Deepa, would you like to say anything about love account or create a love account and how it inspires others?
Yes, love is infinite, and to practice being more loving, create a love account each day. Make a few deposit in this very special reserve by doing something small to add joy to the life of someone around you. Maybe this Diwali you can give some gifts to people around, give your love or give a call or one email and make them happy. So I am sending my love today. Create your love on this equation. Thank you, Kavitha ji and Professor Regina.
That's a beautiful message, Deepa. Since we are doing this series, book talk series with Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die, do you mind if I read the small paragraph? Okay. So he says, create a love account. Mother Teresa once said, there are no great acts. There are only small acts done with great love. What small acts can you do today to deepen the bonds between you and the people you love the most? As you said, sending the gifts and to make them happy. What random acts of kindness and senseless acts of beauty can you offer to someone in an effort to make his or her day just a little better? The irony of being more compassionate is that the very act of giving to others makes you feel better as well. To practice being more loving, create a love account. Each day, make a few deposits in this very special reserve by doing something small to add joy to the life of someone around you. Beautifully said. If there is one thing that he says that I have learned in life, that is the little things are the big things. Those tiny daily deposits into the love account will give you far more happiness than any amount of money in your bank account. As Emerson said so eloquently, without the rich heart, wealth is an ugly beggar. Or as Tolstoy wrote, the means to gain happiness is to throw out for oneself like a spider in all directions an adhesive web of love and to catch in all that comes. Being said this, we will also take input from Professor Regina.
Thank you. Namaskarams. You know, we have emotional bank account. It's very important to store the compliments you have received. Remind yourself those compliments often. Be everything you can, a better version of yourself each and every day, because today is better than yesterday, and tomorrow will be better than today. So, in this beautiful book, Beyond the Limits, we have whenever you feel sad, just dig into your optional bank account, the love that you have accomplished. Borrow these accomplishments to yourself. In a while, pat yourself on the back because that's what you got to do to keep your mood high. We have to live a life that is similar to being prayer. We are here in a temple. We are sharing homeopathy. We are helping to heal the world. So this way, we share our studies and give from the heart to the clients that are in greater needs. And sometimes a paper medication, the drops of the sacred pills from homeopathy will work in their DNA and they will improve. But also the words, you'll feel better of the homeopath also heals. So if you speak of truth, if you're honest to your principles, and thank God every day in the morning and in at night before you go to sleep in prayers, thanking for this life opportunity, we will be always be God's hands on planet Earth. And love from God will come from our heart through our deeds to the planet. Thank you very much. Namaskarams.
That's a beautiful message, Professor Regina. I don't know you have found that emotional bank account from this. I really just reminding, refreshing what I wrote. So, and Dr. Deepa, would you like to say anything before we wrap?
Love is infinite, and I'm very thankful to Ka family. I feel happy to be a part of it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Deva. This message is so sweet and loving and caring, and we inspire many more people to spread the. Thank you so much, Professor Regina and Dr. Deepa, with us, and we will have many more book talks. See you all again.
Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Cheers.
Om Shanti.
Om
Hello everyone. Today for book inspirational talk I have Dr. Bhavan Raj from India and also Professor Regina from Brazil. So Dr. Bhavan Raj, would you like to say something about being a better parent? how important it is.
Namaskara. I am Dr. Bhavna Gururaj. Firstly, I would like to thank Dr. Kavitha and Professor Regina from the CAR group for giving me this opportunity to talk about parenting in this inspirational talk series. As I understand, the greatest challenge of today's world is art of parenting because today's parents are more busy and today's children are more active than ever. Now, the whole objective of parenting is to give the next generation a more joyful, a more stable, and intellectually keen than us. Now, to do this, we need to create an environment, an ambience wherein the children not only develop intellectually but also at the level of emotions and spirituality. So, to do this, we need to raise ourselves as human beings. We need to give them more time than money and comforts. So, overall, I would like to say we need to raise ourselves to raise our children. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pavaraj, for sharing your insights on being a better parent. That was very helpful information, and we will love to have more inspirational
A
talks
good
with you.
parent. Being a good parent is taking the opportunity that God gave us in this life realm, that we show Him our appreciation for living life and offering our generosity, good deeds, and honesty and ethics. We offer this to planet Earth. When we have offsprings, we offer these as our examples. And that's a nice way to prove to God we are embracing the opportunities He gave us. Thank you very much. Namaskarams.
Thank you so much, Professor Regina, for taking part in this book talk series, Being a Better Parent, and for sharing your great knowledge. And we look forward to have many more. Today, for book inspirational talk, I have Dr. Yalan from India and Professor Regina. And the topic for today's talk is Be a Better Parent.
Thank you, Dr. Kavitha, for giving me the opportunity regarding better parenting. For me, parenting is the bonding of pure souls with you. As you know, you also have the same experience, I think so. In this regard, I feel myself very lucky person because I am parenting 5 kids. Very funny, very mischievous, who were attached to me, I think, more than any other member of my family. Because I always fulfill their demands, always play with them and always take care in every way of their needs and their desire. So, according to me, parenting is more than explaining. It is a feeling, and feeling is very difficult to explain. I think this is the best grace of the God for anyone who is parenting. I thank again Dr. Kavitha.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lalan, for sharing your knowledge on being a better parent. That was really great, and we would love to hear more from you in future.
Shanti. Better parenting is the opportunity we have to mimic God's work on planet Earth. We are giving to some child of ours or adopted child the chance to study, to have self-improvement, And through our prayers of gratitude to God, we are saying thank you for this enlightening opportunity. Thank you very much. Many blessings.
Thank you so much, Professor Regina, for taking part in this book talk series, Being a Better Parent, and for sharing your great knowledge. And we look forward to have many more. Today for book talk series, I have, which I'm doing with Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die, and Be a Better Parent. The way you raise your children is the way you raise your future generations. Since few of us have had formal training in the fine art of parenting, most of us simply treat our children the way our parents treated us. We know of no other way to do it. Although being a parent is a great joy, it is also a privilege that involves tremendous responsibility. While I would do anything for my two children, that willingness is not enough. We need to develop the skills of excellent parents. We cannot just hope that the way we are raising our kids is the right way and pray that we will be lucky enough that they become thoughtful, caring, and wise adults. We must take the initiative to improve your parenting abilities by attending seminars, reading books, and listening to audio cassettes by the leading thinkers in this field. Then we must have the courage to keep trying to refine the ideas we learn in the laboratory of our own lives in order to find the parenting strategies that best suits our families. I know, he says, your life is busy and there is too much to do in too little time. But those miraculous years of your sons and daughters' childhoods will never come again. And if you do not devote the time and effort to becoming the best parent you know you can be, one day you will deeply regret the lost opportunity. As one father who attended a seminar I gave in Toronto, he's saying that when my son was growing up, he constantly asked me to give him piggy bank rides. Though I knew how much he loved them, I was always too busy to play with him. I had reports to read or meetings to attend or calls to make. Now that he has grown up and left our home, I have realized one thing. I would give anything in the world to give that little boy a piggy bank ride. So we always have to consider our children as gifts, precious gifts from God, and spend time with them, quality time, and as a parent, fulfill all our responsibilities and be a good and inspiring parent. Thank you.
Leader leads by setting an example for the upcoming generation. Dr. Kavitha Kukunu's passion, commitment, dedication, and motivation make everyone else to become passionate, committed, dedicated, and motivated always. She is a one of a kind, dedicated, confident humanitarian and always motivating everyone to do something better. She's a beautiful gem. Her big heart, passion, and relentless hard work is helping to grow the homeopathic world. This is what I admire the most in you, ma'am. She's a heart-driven person, and that is what attracts people. Sharp insights, openness, and service to homeopathy makes her a treasured gem in the homeopathic fraternity. Thanks for making me a part of your platform, ma'am, and giving me this opportunity to do something for homeopathy. Ka Homeopathy Study Group, our family of lovely homeopaths, is a superb venture to share knowledge as well as promote homeopathic science worldwide. Thank you so much, ma'am, for always guiding me and directing the way to excellence in our science. No words would be enough to thank you for whatever you do for all of us. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. The ever smiling lady I know, and that is you. I always feel blessed to have you as my mentor. You are just like my elder sister, who is an inspiration to me. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your unconditional love and support. May God bless you with all the comforts in life. Enjoy your day. Stay beautiful, loving, caring, and as amazing as you are.
అదేంటి మీ పాదాలు మొక్కుకుంటున్నాము, ఆ దేవుడు మాట్లాడుతున్నట్టుగా అనిపిస్తుంది, చాలా సంతోషంగా. మీకు బర్త్డే దాకా మనం మంగళాశాసనాలు చేస్తున్నాం. మీరు మరింత మందికి ఆరోగ్య మంచిగా చేయగలగాలని. థ్యాంక్ యూ స్వామి. పంపించినటువంటి మందు బాగా పనిచేస్తూ ఉండే వాళ్ళకి అమ్మ అమ్మ మీ దీవెన్లు, మీదే దీవెన్లు. స్వామి దీవెనలు దొరికాయి. అహోబిల స్వామి గారు, రామస్వామి గారితో చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. జన్మలో చేసుకున్న పుణ్యము అమ్మ. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ స్వామి. అహోబిల స్వామి గారు, మీరు ఫోన్ చేసి మీరు ఎప్పుడు మాట్లాడినా, మీరు చిన్నజీయర్ స్వామి గారు ఎప్పుడు మాట్లాడినా దీవెనలు చాలా, అసలు మనసులో అనుకున్న వెంటనే కాల్ చేశారు. ఇప్పుడు నాకు చిన్నజీయర్ స్వామి నాతో మాట్లాడారు, నాకు విషెస్ చెప్పారు, మెడిసిన్ కూడా పనిచేస్తుంది ఇచ్చిన వాళ్ళకి అన్నారు. అందరూ స్వామివారి అనుగ్రహంతో చక్కగా బాగా పనిచేసింది. స్వామివారు ఎవరైనా మెడిసిన్ ఇచ్చినా బాగా పనిచేస్తాయి. సంతోషం. మీరు చక్కగా అక్కడ మనకంటూ ఒక కేంద్రం అక్కడ మీరు ఉన్నారు కనుక ఎప్పుడైనా ఎవరికైనా కావాలంటే చక్కగా చేసి పెడతాను. తప్పకుండా తప్పకుండా అండి, తప్పకుండా. సంతోషం. నాకు మీరు ఇచ్చారు, నేను అదే అంటున్నాను, మీ మాటలు మీదే చిన్న చేసుకున్న మాటలు నా మెమరీ కోసం నేను రికార్డింగ్ పెట్టుకుంటున్నానండి, మీ పర్మిషన్ తీసుకుంటూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. మంచి ఆరోగ్యంతో ఉండాలి, చక్కగా ప్రశాంతంగా సీతారాముల దంపతులు ఇద్దరు మంచి సేవ సమాజానికి చేయాలి అని స్వామివారు మీకు మంగళాశాసనం చెప్తున్నారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ స్వామి, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ. చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది స్వామి.
Thank you all for participating in Book Inspirational Talks, sharing your knowledge and wisdom. Wishing you Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays and bright future ahead to you and your family.